HEX was created in 2019 by Richard Hart. The HEX token was launched on the Ethereum network and describes itself as the first certificate of deposit blockchain. And that is about all that can be said about HEX's creation. With no white paper or history page on its website, we are left only with the project's creator for answers. Its founder, serial entrepreneur, and small-time YouTuber Richard Schuler, who goes by the stage name Richard Hart, has seemingly taken his cryptocurrency to the next level. In this video, you will learn about what is most likely the best cryptocurrency on the market right now, HEX. And if that interests you, don't forget to like and subscribe. HEX is simply an ERC20 token, which is a standardly used token for creating and issuing smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain that was designed to be a store of value. HEX was launched by Richard Hart back in the year 2019, where he utilized an aggressive marketing campaign to build its user base. So, with HEX, the users stake their HEX tokens and promise to leave them untouched for specified amounts of time. HEX was established with the main goal of price appreciation. Alongside that, the HEX team has also established other goals of HEX. First, HEX is going to replace gold as a store of value. Second, it is going to eliminate the need for credit card and payment companies. And lastly, it is going to replace centralized authorities with a trustless system, which means that trust in humans or institutions is not required to make the system work. Now, with the goals set for the token, do you think you should invest in HEX? Let's dig a little bit deeper to find out that answer. Let's start by comparing HEX and Bitcoin. How is it different from Bitcoin? So, HEX claims that its inflation mechanism is favorable to that of Bitcoin. HEX's annual inflation is capped and inflation is paid directly to HEX holders. Also, HEX's proof-of-weight mechanism, which is a system of delayed gratification, works in that saving produces gains that are less energy-intensive than Bitcoin's proof-of-stake work protocol, which is the system that allows the Bitcoin network to remain robust, making the process of mining and recording transactions difficult. Lastly, HEX is built on Ethereum's network, whereas Bitcoin is supported by its own blockchain. Now, HEX is designed to provide interest to people who risk their coins, and according to their website, the HEX system is safer and superior to Bitcoin's. HEX uses a transaction processing engine that can handle 2,000 transactions per second. This is insanely fast. To obtain tokens, HEX has two options. Users can either connect Ethereum to HEX or purchase HEX on cryptocurrency exchanges. So, what is the mechanism behind HEX? The transaction layer of HEX, used for sending and receiving HEX coins, as well as interacting with the HEX smart contracts, is handled by the Ethereum network, while the consensus code and staking mechanisms are handled by the HEX smart contract. HEX allows users to stake their HEX coins in exchange for a share of new HEX coins or inflation. It also constantly rewards activities that support its coin's price appreciation while de-incentivizing activities that hurt the price. So, for example, the HEX smart contract penalizes parties who cancel their promise early and rewards them for staking larger amounts of HEX for longer periods. According to the founder, Richard Hart, HEX is the world's first blockchain certificate of deposit, which allows users to stake their tokens in exchange for interest. Users can earn interest payments ranging from 3.69%, that is, if 99% of the total supply is locked, to a staggering 369%, also if only 1% of the total amount of HEX is staked. Because interest is paid in HEX, the monetary worth of such an amount is fully determined by the market value of HEX at the time of maturity, or in other words, the time you're supposed to be paid out. And to get the HEX tokens, just remember that HEX tokens are created and circulated through the adoption amplifier. With that in mind, let's look at some price analysis, as there is a reason people are still tempted by this token. First hitting exchanges in December 2019 with an initial asking price of 0.001 cent and would immediately fall to an all-time low of 0.0005 cents. From here, the token would slowly gain momentum until it first broke 1 cent by November 2020. As if 20,000% return on investment wasn't good enough, HEX showed no signs of stopping yet. Again, it would slowly rise until May before another massive rally began. Between May and September, HEX went from being worth 2 cents to 51 cents, thus giving us an all-time low to an all-time high of over 1,000,000% ROI. That's incredible, and researchers have said that it isn't showing signs of slowing down anytime soon. Having peaked at 51 cents, HEX would crash to as low as 16 cents before making a slight recovery and currently sits closer to the 25-cent mark. Currently, we see a mixed image on the daily chart as HEX managed to reverse its negative MACD into a positive one, though it is presently still trading on the negative side of its MA cross. The only saving grace is that the value is below its RMA, meaning a slight tick to the upside could be possible. Our analysis believe HEX will finish the year between 25 cents and 35 cents. Moving into 2022, we don't expect to see HEX defy a bull market, suggesting the HEX token could fall to as low as 10 cents during this period. For HEX to recover in 2024, Schuler will still need to be interested in pumping this project, through perhaps reaching only as high as 52 cents before a massive sell order from investors who have seen red for 2 to 3 years look to exit their positions. Lastly, in 2025, we believe it is theoretically possible for HEX to hit $1. So in today's video, we bring some reasons why HEX is a way better cryptocurrency than Bitcoin. Starting off with the fact that Bitcoin miners devalue and inflate the price of the coin due to high electricity costs while mining. HEX is like free mining hardware. Instead of using a powerful computer and electricity, all you have to do is be a stakeholder. Stake your coins for a certain amount of time, and you accrue interest daily. Reason number 2 is that Bitcoin has been hacked through many bugs and inconsistencies over the years. That being said, it's not very secure. So yes, Bitcoin has not been hacked not once, but it's been hacked twice, and even its website was hacked recently. Moving right along to reason number 3, HEX is the highest digital appreciating asset in existence. If you would have put 100 into it on day 1, less than 2 years ago, you would already be a millionaire, and for the past year, HEX has easily outperformed every other cryptocurrency. Reason number 4, HEX pays you trustless interest 24/7, 365, as long as you're a stakeholder, whereas Bitcoin doesn't have any sort of trustless interest system. HEX is faster and cheaper to transact than Bitcoin, and if you're interested in getting started with this special crypto, check out the surprise we have for you in the description. Click the link and get started. Now, back to the video. Number 5, it's great for the environment. The fact that it's proof of stake and not proof of work is awesome. It doesn't take up electricity or encourage e-waste. In San Francisco, bit mining generates as much as 30.7 metric kilotons of e-waste every single year starting in May 2021, which is comparable to small equipment waste produced by countries like Netherlands, a new study revealed. As such, it's a lot more energy efficient and safer for the environment. Moving along to number 6, HEX removes middlemen. Yes, HEX removes middlemen when it comes to interest earning. Honest people have lost billions to scams, thefts, and hacks because they gave up control of their money. If you want to earn interest on your Bitcoin, you have to lend it out to hope to ever see it back again. Tragically, after 10 years, 42% of all Bitcoin now sits in like 2,000 wallets, as the people were given control only to give it away again. In HEX, you make your own interest while in complete control. Another reason why HEX is the best cryptocurrency on the market is because you are still early. Yes, you're not too late to the party. HEX has gone up over 6,000x in under 2 years. Imagine having a coin that's going to appreciate just like Bitcoin that you can buy for under $1.